Hi Stampers, this is Dawn and today we're going to make this beautiful autumn card. This was the sample or my twist on the card sketch from this past Monday from card sketch number 153. So I wanted to make this circle here using the hoops, the gold hoops that are in the annual catalog, and I didn't have them yet. So I went ahead and improvised and I made the hoop out of the brass foil sheets with the layering circle dies. And I made mine, I think this is the 3-inch circle around. And then this is the one with the hoop. The one that I originally thought of when I made this card for my twist. And I really think I like the larger circle better. But I wanted to show you both of them. In case you have the hoops, you can definitely do this card. It's so beautiful. So this is with the gold hoops. Let me show you those. So I tore the backing off, but this is the gold hoops embellishments, and you get 10 of them in a pack. And what I found quite surprisingly with these hoops is that they're flat. They're not like circular, what you would think when you look at them in the catalog. So they're flat. So that means they're going to be really easy to mail. So there's no bulkiness. Okay. So this is the one that uses that. Okay. But we're going to make this one today. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here are all the pieces, and I went ahead and stamped and cut the leaves in 1 acorn, and I'll show you exactly what I did for that. But let's give you all the measurements here. So the Very Vanilla card base is cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then your Early Espresso cardstock, this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Then I have the brass foil sheet. This piece is cut at 3 3/4 by 5, and then you'll need another piece, which is right over here, and this is where I got the circle cut out of here, out of this piece right here. So that's why there's a big hole in the center. And I went ahead and already put dimensionals on this circle, which is getting stuck to everything. Okay, so this circle is cut out of the center of that foil sheet, all right? And I went ahead and already put up dimensionals, the mini dimensionals on that. So this piece of brass foil sheet is cut at 3 by 3 7/8. So this piece of crumb cake is cut at 2 7/8 by 3 3/4, I believe. Let me make sure here. 3 3/4, yes, by 2 7/8. Okay, so that's gonna layer right onto the brass, okay? And then I have this piece of crumb cake, which is cut at 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. That's going to layer right over top of the brass. So it's going to cover up that hole too. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our layers together. Oh, and then you're going to need lots of scrap ribbon. So let me just quickly show you the ribbon that I'm using. So this is the Basketweave and Metallic combo pack that I use. I need a piece of the Mint Macaron and then this coppery color. This is actually the color that I'm using for the bow, which is right here. So I went ahead and already tied that. So you're going to need some of that. And then this piece right here is the Very Vanilla piece, and this and this gold piece right here. These are from the, I think this is the Forever Greenery combo pack. I think those are the two that's in that one. And then I used the Early Espresso Faux Suede trim. And then this one I used the Gray Granite in the shimmer trim. Okay? All right, so those were all the ribbons that I used, and these are all the snippets. And then this piece is going to get wrapped around the base, and then this is going to be the bow. Okay, so let me go ahead and move the ribbons out of the way. Okay, so before we go ahead and put the layers together, I want to show you the stamp set and the punches. So this is the beautiful autumn stamp set. We're using the leaves, of course, the outline of the leaf. So the maple leaf and this leaf and then the acorn. And then the greeting is "My heart is grateful for you," that I stamped in the Early Espresso. And then we're using the punches. And these 3 punches come in a punch pack in a bundle with this stamp set. So you can purchase them together and save 10% right now. So I'm going to show you how to stamp these leaves the way I did anyway. So what I did is I'm going to go ahead and stamp on the Mint Macaron. So these are the colors that I'm using today. The Cajun Craze Classic Ink with the cardstock, the Mint Macaron Classic Ink with the cardstock, and then the Early Espresso Classic Ink with the cardstock. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and show you what I did here with the Mint Macaron. So I'm going to stamp a couple with the Mint Macaron ink onto the Mint Macaron cardstock. Okay, and then we're going to grab a piece of Very Vanilla. Okay, so I have some Very Vanilla. And I stamped the same leaf on the Mint Macaron and also on the Very Vanilla. Okay, and you're just going to stamp a variety of the leaves. And you're going to take your punch and you're just going to punch these out. So that's what I did for the stamping. And then of course I stamped them on the cardstock of the matching color as well. All right, and then this is what they look like after you get them all stamped and punched. I have a variety of the colors here. Okay, and I've already put the mini black dimensionals on the back of all the leaves and then also on the acorn. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and build up my layers. I'm going to put the crumb cake onto the brass foil sheet first. Okay, and then I'm going to grab some Stampin' Seal and I'm just going to put it along the top and the bottom. This is going to grab this ribbon that I'm going to wrap around the front of these two layers here. Just wrap that around. Okay, then this piece is going to layer onto the Early Espresso. Okay, this piece is going to get dimensionals. Okay, and then this is going to go onto the front. Right about there. Okay, so then it's just a matter of adding your circular image, or if you have the hoops, you'd add your hoop or your circle to the left. Because this is where I'm going to be building all my leaves up over on this side. So I'm going to leave a little border on the right-hand side over here. Just like that. Then it's just a matter of building our ribbon snips along the side here. So I'm going to first lay my largest piece of ribbon, which is my Mint Macaron, and I'm going to actually cut this down a little bit. Okay, then next we're going to lay the Early Espresso, the faux ribbon down. I'm going to trim that down after we get it on the card. Then we're going to lay the granite piece. Just crisscrossing the ribbon on the side, just like that. And then this ribbon here is it looks like it's gold, but it frays at the end. So I'm going to fray that a little bit more so it's nice and frayed out on the end. So this is, see the end here? Hopefully you can see that. Can you see that? And then we're just going to put this right in the center of that cluster of ribbon there. So pretty. Just like that. Just going to set it in there. This glue will dry clear, and then all the ribbon will adhere to it. Okay, and now it's just a matter of building our leaves. So let me go ahead and grab my leaves. Oh, and then we got to put our greeting on there. So I'm going to put dimensionals on this greeting. And I'm going to put dimensionals towards this end here, if I remember right. And then the greeting is going to slide in the middle of the circle to be tucked up underneath there. Just like that. Okay? And then it's just a matter of building our leaves. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so then the last one we're going to put on is the acorn right over here at the bottom. Then I have a couple extra I can just fill in with the empty space here. I want to put one up here. And then I want to set one in here. Just like that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so then you would just go ahead and trim your ribbon. So let me go ahead and do that. We're going to put our bow along the side right here, and I'm going to attach that with some glue dots. And I'm going to put 3 glue dots along the side here. You could actually probably even hot glue it on there, just so that you know it's not going to come off. And I made my bow really big and kind of chunky. And let me show you what I did for that. Okay, so this is that Basketweave Metallic ribbon. So what I did is I doubled it. Okay, and then I just went ahead and tied the bow with both layers, just like that. And I felt like the bigger the better. So you just want to adjust it and then pull it tight. And then you can adjust the ends here, cut the ends. I'm going to trim it off just a little bit. So then there's your big, bulky bow for the card right here on the front, just like that. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and put that ribbon onto the card. So we're going to put this right into the glue dots here on the side. So it grabs it. You want to make sure that that ribbon attaches to that glue dot really nicely. Okay, so then one more thing, we're going to add some basic pearls. Just scatter them around the circle on the top. And then I'm also going to put one at the bottom, right here. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, I love this card. So elegant. All right, so there's that one. And then here's this one, the exact same card. And then here's this one using the gold hoop. Remember, it's smaller. And then I also didn't add as many leaves because it is smaller. And then the bow is a little bit smaller as well. Okay? So, but it's still so beautiful. All right, so if you have any questions, just let me know. And I'll have all the items listed down below. Then don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any future videos. Okay? Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.